Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Mimi's Life. Hang on one sec. Technical difficulties. Okay, I think that's a little bit better, right? Okay, so I am working on my series to help you learn how to utilize your preps. And I'm trying to come up with some different ideas, and I have tons of ideas, and I can only go so fast. So I can't do all my ideas in one day. I'm going to try to put out a new video on using our preps and turning them into meals. I'm going to be doing one video a day. Don't quote me on that. But today we're going to start using some of my preps. I had to start using some dehydrated items that I have. I had to rehydrate them, and I have them. Let me put this down here like this. This is zucchini that I grew last year, and these are dehydrated cherry tomatoes. I'm draining them very well because I don't want any water to get into my quiche. So I broke 12 eggs. I know it's quite an investment, so you really don't want this being messed up, right? So I'm going to beat them real well with the whisk. And this always reminds me, whenever I'm in the kitchen, my mom reminds me of something. Who remembers those old-fashioned egg beaters? Does anybody remember those? Oh gosh, they were fun. Talk about an upper arm workout, right? So I'm just going to whisk these, beat them up real well. And with these old arms, I might have to get a fork because it's just a little easier. But I wanted to show you too. I got my muffin pan ready and I sprayed it. It's nonstick, but I'm spraying it anyway. I preheat my oven to 350 degrees. And I want to get these really beaten well. And then I'm going to show you what I'm doing. Sometimes, the old-fashioned ways. I really do. So what I meant to say was that doing this, it just reminds us, look at how easy this is. I really wish I had my mother's egg beaters. I know you could probably use an electric mixer, but I'm not doing that. Not today. Not today, anyway. Okay, so when you're making any kind of quiche omelet, you want to make sure that it's all one color, okay? So that that's how you know it's mixed well. You don't want any dark and light spots. And also, a friend of mine looked up something for me, and I asked her a question she didn't know, and she was kind enough to look it up for me. And they said that because I always had a hard time with if I made quiche and froze it, it would be watery, and it was because you were adding milk to it. So if you're going to plan on freezing these, which is part of my purpose of making them, you don't want to add anything to it. So I'm going to get some salt, and I put a little bit for taste. Okay. Pepper, and if anyone knows me by now, I'm going to loosen this a little bit. Anyone here knows me. If you've been around a while, I don't usually measure. All I know is I did do 12 eggs, and I did measure another ingredient that you're going to stick with me, so that I can work it into my Fitness Pal. So I wanted to use up some dehydrated vegetables that I had. And because I'm kind of going through my pantry, I'm thinking, I have all this stuff and I don't mind stocking up more and growing more, but I want to use what I have. So I'm using up a lot of my veggies. And what a healthy way, right? I'm so glad I have them. I don't have to go to the store and pay for this stuff. Okay. So this drained pretty well because, like I said, I didn't want to get any water or anything into it. So, because I don't want to ruin this omelet these quiche cups, because eggs are expensive. Okay. So I'm going to put my tomatoes in with it. Now you can use anything you want. You could use peppers, and anything that you have. Just use what you got. Okay. Doesn't matter if it's fresh, frozen, whatever. Just thaw and drain if you're not sure. If you're not too sure how it would be, if it's going to have any water, just thaw it, blot it really good on a towel just to make sure. Okay, so now I have 3 tablespoons of Aldi shredded cheddar cheese. Can't have a quiche without cheese. Now, if you really wanted, you could just really bulk this up with cheese, but I'm trying not to. I'm gonna just keep beating them, and that's it, because you don't want it to settle. You want it to be nice, light, and fluffy. I'm going to get a measuring cup. I am using, which one is this? A half cup, and I'm going to be pouring it into my muffin pan, and I just want to see how it would come out, okay? So, now, this is great for breakfast. This is great for a snack. This is great for lunch. And you could have this with a nice salad on the side, or a soup and salad and a little bit of quiche, or soup and quiche, whatever. These are just going to be so good. I might, I know one of my friends is going to scold me, but I think I'm going to add some more cheese. And don't you say a word. It's my Fitness Pal, not yours. All right. She knows who she is. But yeah, I wanted to thank you guys. I do have some new subscribers to my channel, and I'm getting really excited. And cooking, I like doing the cooking shows. I hope you guys enjoy them. It is a lot of fun. I wanted to take a new twist on my channel this year. So if you're new and you haven't yet subscribed, feel free to. And you won't miss any of my uploads. Now, I'm not filling these overfilling, because these are going to expand. And yeah, they're going to rise up. They're going to be nice and fluffy. Oh, this looks really good. So, sometimes when you want a quick breakfast, if these are cooled completely and then wrapped individually, like maybe twice with plastic wrap, then you can put them into a Ziploc bag or a container. Containers work good. My mother used to do that years ago. I don't know. They didn't call it prepping years ago. She just did things ahead of time. She had 3 kids. We drove her crazy. Gosh, I miss Mom. I was thinking the other day that I used to pretend cooking with my mom. And when we moved here, I was like 2, and I remember we had the old-fashioned radiators for heat, and right over here, with the back of that window, or underneath it, and I would use between the floor and the radiator as my oven, and I would put my little plastic Corningware dishes that matched hers. That would be my oven, and if she was cooking on top of the stove, my pans went on top of the radiator. She'd put like a towel and stuff over there. It was just really cute. We just had a lot of fun. Okay, this is my kitchen, my rules. Yes, I'm using my hands. I'm going to be adding a little bit more shredded cheddar on top, because these are a quiche after all, right? Now, you could just grab these, heat them up in the microwave if you want, your oven, your toaster oven. It's really not going to make a difference. You could have it for lunch. You could take it with you at work. It'll, thaw out, and you could heat it up at work. That's what you have to do. But anything not to be buying stuff, and then, things are hot. We've got a recession. We got food shortages and food prices, and just make sure you're going to eat it. That's all. Eat it up. Make sure you use what you have. Okay. So I am just going to turn the camera down, or turn this up, and I'm going to turn this down, because I don't want to tilt this. But as you can see, look how beautiful they are. And I'm going to pop these in the oven, and I think they're going to be done in about 20 minutes. I can't wait for these to come out. I think I might have one for lunch. So I hope you like my spin on making quiche, individual quiche. And let me tell you, kids love things that are like little and individual. So yeah, if you want them to eat, you just put one in front of them, and they'll probably want another one. Way to go. Got to keep those bellies full, right? I'm wondering if you could do this with egg whites. I think you can, or you could do half eggs and half egg whites. I don't see why you couldn't. So if you're on any kind of cholesterol diet or fat-free diet, use your egg whites, or just fit it into your meal plan. Use it as a treat on a Sunday morning or something. There are so many variations of this. You can add bacon, potatoes. You could add broccoli. There's a lot of things you can do. But what I'm doing right now is that oven is preheated. It beeped a little while ago. I'm going to go put my quiche in the oven. And thank everyone for watching. And please give me a thumbs up. And if you like my channel, please subscribe. We're growing. We're growing. All right, everyone. I love you all, and I'll see you on the next video.